Hey, it's Jill, your energetic ninja. Why do we require so much motivation? Why do we look outside ourselves for so much inspiration? Why do we have that constant need to take in inspiration and motivation so that we feel compelled to do something, right? So we end up spending more time taking it in, and then we only implement a portion of it. And while we're moving our lives forward, if we just had a more of an intrinsic internal motivation, we would move our lives forward faster. So I've been thinking about this a lot in the last few days, and what I realized is we're not used to making a decision based on what we truly want, based on who we are, based on our soul set, the call of our soul and our purpose. We have conditioned to make decisions based on how everybody else around us feels, what everybody else around us thinks, and what we think we should be doing based on all of that, whether it's true or not. So we require all the motivation and the inspiration because we're not clear on who we are, or we don't feel comfortable enough moving forward knowing who we are because we haven't done it enough, because we've been conditioned to become what everybody else wants us to be, not necessarily who we are. So I encourage you to dig deep on this and realize that understanding your reason why you want what you want, what you want to create in your life, and why all of that matters to you is truly important to create that intrinsic motivation and inspiration to keep going. Your reason why should be significant and big to you, not to anybody else, right? My reason why is to know when I lay down in bed at night that I've changed a life today. And now I've moved it and I want to know that I've changed many lives today. So that pushes me outside my comfort zone a little bit, and it makes me extend my reach further into people's lives and into what I'm doing on social media and the programs that I'm putting out there. And my other reason why is that I want to give my kids as many experiences as I can. I want to experience things with them, and I want them to experience things so that they truly understand who they are. So they get to experience things so they expand and grow. Those are my reasons why. Those are what keeps me going. That's what motivates me. But that comes from the call of my soul, from who I am, from what I truly want, right? And the second piece is understanding your purpose. Why are you here? What is your unique skill set? How do you add value to the world? What makes you important to the people around you? What message of yours is important that people need to hear? How do you show up every day? That's your purpose. And when you truly know what your purpose is, and for some people, their purpose is huge, right? And for others, it's just showing up consistently on a daily basis based on who they are, right? And learning and growing and expanding and shifting as you learn, grow, and expand. Okay, but your purpose also carries you forward. And when you know your purpose and you know your reason why, you know your soul set, right? And your soul set is really how you show up. And when you start understanding all of that, what you'll soon find is that you don't require as much external motivation, as much external inspiration to get as much done. Do we always need to hear different things, to read different things? Yes, because we want to expand and grow, because we get settled into our comfort zone and we need to push ourselves out of that. So we have to use external motivation and inspiration and coaching and strategy to continue to expand our own personal power, our own energy, our own capacity. But it shouldn't be the thing and the only reason why we actually get up in the morning and get going. We shouldn't need to watch 3 YouTube videos before we do two things on our list because we needed to get pumped up that much. You have to wake up pumped up. And if you know your soul set, if you know your purpose, if you know your reason why, if you know who you are and you're okay with that and you fully accept it, you don't need as much external motivation because you know where you're headed. So I encourage you to download the free Soul Set ebook and guidebook to refine and redefine your purpose and to start creating your life strategy so that the motivation comes from within, the inspiration comes from within, and you're listening to the call of your soul, and that is what you're acting on. You will get to living the life you want so much faster if you don't rely on the outside world to get you into action mode. If you just rely on what you know to be true for you, who you are, your purpose, and what you truly want, your life and what you can accomplish will significantly change. So download the free Soul Set ebook and get going.